All right, welcome back. 3:35 in the afternoon. Conservatives4Palin.com. Conservatives for the number 4 Palin.com. Rebecca Mansour is on the line with us. We're going to talk to her about the couple issues roving around Governor Palin. Andre McLeod has been posted in the website that she's looking for dirt on Palin. The plagiarism issue, and then how Denizaki may have, and I say may, have sold audio recording for, or actually video audio recording to CNN that was maybe improper, that maybe he represented himself improperly. We'll talk to Rebecca on that. First, let's go to Robin, the mobile dog trainer. Hey, Robin. Robin, you there? Oh, I thought she was there for. She took off on me. 274-5297. Let's go directly then. Rebecca Mansour, conservatives4palin.com. Rebecca, welcome to the program.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you. You have a lot of people listening to you around the nation that stream this show, and they're big fans of yours. And so let's take the plagiarism issue. You've been reporting on that quite extensively. What is the status of that currently?
Well, right now, Newt Gingrich's spokesperson has basically called the thing silly, completely silly, very silly. And it really is. I mean, his statement to Politico is actually rather funny to read. He says, are we supposed to say that every time someone quotes Reagan, it's plagiarism? That's silly, just silly.
Right.
And he's right. He said, in fact, I'm thrilled if Sarah Palin used a Newt Gingrich idea from an op-ed or a speech or a column or whatever. Said Gingrich's response to people repeating his ideas has always been good. And in fact, she cited him by name twice and by saying, he said at least 5 times, altogether. So she completely covered her bases. This is just absolute silliness. It's written by a man who has an axe to grind with the governor. Jeffrey Dunn is, publishing a book that's, a totally anti-Palin book. You know the type, the sort that
right.
She's like evil, basically, incarnate.
Yes.
So this is his axe to grind. It's just all foolishness.
Now, there's been some retraction of issues. We talked to Thomas Van Flein, legal counsel to the attorney, to Governor Palin earlier, and there's been some retraction on. They've dropped the word plagiarism or plagiarize and use lifted. What does that mean to you?
It's just it means absolutely the same thing. It's suggesting that she stole something. She didn't steal anything.
Yeah.
She properly attributed to Newt Gingrich, the parts that she was saying. She basically paraphrased it. And you have to also understand that, giving a speech is different than writing a term paper in college. It's
Sure.
not like she has to follow, the Modern Language Association style guide and cite, which page she took this from. I mean, this is all just foolishness.
Well, the reason, Thomas Van Flein spoke earlier and said the reason that the Jeffrey Dunn actually knew about it was because that she did credit Newt Gingrich. And so he thought to himself, okay, well, he went back and he looked it up on the internet and Googled it or whatever he did and then said, oh, yeah, there is a connection there. And then said that she plagiarized him, Newt Gingrich, when in fact, if it wasn't for her mentioning Newt Gingrich and crediting him, he never would have known.
Or what, Eddie? You don't think that he reads all of Newt Gingrich's articles? Come on now.
And sure,
of course, this Huffington Post, writer is an expert on Newt Gingrich.
Right.
He instantly recognized it when he heard Sarah Palin speak.
Yeah, that's right. He just knew it. It was kind of like, We the People. Like, it was about as popular as that, right?
Exactly. It's so controversial what she said. I mean. God, it's just when she said we win, they lose, which is a famous Reagan,
Right.
statement. He's like, oh, look, she copied Newt. I mean, like, come on, you moron. This is like everybody has heard that statement before. It's just like it's silliness. And you know what it is?
Yeah.
They're deflecting from what she said because what she said was a great speech, and you know it because you were there.
Yeah, I was there in the auditorium listening to it. In fact, I had the distinct honor of introducing the governor moments before she gave the speech. Let's go to the Andre McLeod. Your website's reported that she's out looking for dirt on the governor, or words to that effect, back east.
Naturally. She's, you know what, now she's breathlessly looking for whatever Governor Palin was given in Auburn. And she's up in arms because, get this now, she was given a New York State flag in a box.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, whoa. She was given a framed photograph, a lithograph of Seward, okay? And
right.
She was given envelopes, all right? No idea what's in them. And she was given a hockey shirt. I mean, I think you guys need to, like, impeach her.
Well, isn't it true where she's blogging that says that Governor Palin is receiving some gifts, as you just mentioned, back east, and she has 30 days to report those and will be watching to file an ethics complaint as to whether or not she reported she got a hockey shirt or a or some poster or something.
Eddie, this lady is beyond parody. We can't even parody her anymore. I mean, she's like she's a joke on herself. It's like it would be funny if it weren't such an absolute mockery of the Ethics Act,
right?
A mockery and such a nuisance to the Palin family. It would be funny, you know?
Again, we're speaking with Rebecca Mansour, conservatives for Palin.com, and the 4 is the number 4, conservatives for Palin.com. Also in the lineup, we have these things just keep coming, and that is that Dennis Zaki, did he misrepresent himself on this? Now, I've been given some information that Dennis Zaki is kind of a freelance reporter for CNN. I don't know, sometimes contract. Does that mean
a stringer? A stringer, I guess.
He's a swinger. Is that it? So if
I didn't say that. A stringer.
Oh, a stringer.
I didn't go there, man. I didn't go there.
I'm sorry. Now, from time to time, you can go into contract for different news outlets, I would assume, as a subcontractor, so to speak, a reporter, getting stories and then sending it to back to CNN. You know, I was out in the lobby, and he never, when that happened, because I had to get authorization to pull audio. Well, I knew that wasn't going to be a problem, that the governor would authorize that. But, Mr. Bob Wynn came back out, who was part of the Blues Central business that sponsored the whole thing. He says, yep, okay, everybody's here, CNN. And he mentioned CNN. I remember that distinctly. He never said Dennis Zaki, because I saw all the reporters out there, and then I saw, again, Bob Wynn come out and say the names, and he looked at me and he says, yep, and you're okay too. And he mentioned CNN, because my thought was, well, I wonder who's here from CNN. And come to find out, it wasn't CNN, it was Dennis Zaki. So do you have any more information on that?
No, I mean, that's just, you know what, I wish he had called in to explain, I mean, I assume that is exactly what happened, and, I don't know what his contract was with CNN or whatever. I hope that he did everything that he was supposed to do, that he didn't misrepresent anything.
Yeah, let's go. We're on with Rebecca Mansour, conservatives for Palin.com. Let's go to Brent.